All right. What you're looking at running across the bottom of the screen is something no MLS, no Zillow, no Redfin, and no real estate platform of any kind currently publishes. This is a live institutional entity ticker. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what it is and why it matters. Every item scrolling across this bar is a real entity, a builder, an LLC, an institutional operator, or a government body that has been actively transacting real estate across Florida's Treasure Coast and Gulf Coast counties. The name on the left is the entity. The dollar figure next to their total recorded transaction volume going back as far as our data reaches, in some case over 20 years. And the number on the right, green with an up arrow, red with a down arrow, is their year over year transaction volume change. How much more or less they moved in a second half of 2025 compared to the same period in 2024. Green means they're accelerating, red means they're pulling back, and a purple star means they're a brand new entrant. No prior year data because they didn't exist in our records before. Let me walk you through what you're actually seeing. D.R. Horton, the largest home builder in the United States, is showing plus 3,000%. That's not a typo. They went from minimal recorded activity in the second half of 2024 to massive volume in the second half of 2025. That tells you something is happening in this market that hasn't shown up in any news cycle yet. Minnesota Beach ranchlands down 70%. They were moving significant volume a year ago and have pulled back dramatically. That's a signal worth understanding before you price land in that corridor. Millrose Properties, Florida, brand new entrant, $500 million in recorded transactions and no prior year comparison because they didn't appear in my data set until 2025. That's an institutional player entering this market right now. City of Cape Coral, down 87%. Municipal acquisition activity has nearly stopped. That has implications for infrastructure, development approvals, and land values in Lee County. Every one of these in a data point, your MLS will never show you. Why it matters to an agent. Here's the practical application. You're sitting across from a seller in Palm City. They want to know if now is a good time to list. You open the Treasure Coast intelligence platform, and before you even say a word, the ticker at the bottom of the screen is already telling a story. The biggest builder in America just tripled their activity in this region. A major institutional landlord just pulled back 70%. A brand new entity, $500 million entity, just entered the market. That's the context behind every transaction happening right now, and it's derived entirely from public county deed records. The same data the county publishes, just organized and analyzed in a way that nobody else has done. This is what institutional grade intelligence looks like, and it's running on a free open source desktop application that any agent can install in under 10 minutes. Let me just put an asterisk or a small print right there. You have to be familiar with the command line interface of an operating system or your department's IT. You know, you got to have help if you have never done anything like that before. So, on with the video. The entity ticker is part of the Treasure Coast intelligence platform, a free open source desktop application covering St. Lucie, Martin, and Indian River County, with over 1 million real estate transactions going back 65 years. So, the download link and full installation tutorial are in my repository at https://github.com edhighland-flibosity analytics. All right. So I hope that e- explain to you, man, kind of what we got going on. But that's a horrible way to put it. But thank you for watching. All right, bye bye.